Morning after Friday, February 13th. Y'all thought I was going solo. Y'all thought I was by myself. Me and my dog Subi just did the Arizona Texas Tech preview, and he's with me. Make sure y'all give a lot of love to Subi. Y'all have loved the last few times that he's been on the show. And honestly, I want to start getting Subi into like a regular rotation on it whenever we can. Listen. The problem with like me saying that, I'm just so unorganized. I texted Subi last night, like we were supposed to do the recap or the preview for Arizona Texas Tech. I said, let's just do both in the morning. And he said, yeah, that's just how things operate with me. I'm just way too unorganized. But Subi, how are we doing today?
Good, man. It's Friday. It's beautiful. It's Valentine's Day. You got any Valentine's Day plans this weekend?
Nah, Hallmark holiday.
Hallmark holiday?
No, I'm playing.
No. I'm fine with that. I don't.
No, listen, no. That's not the. Yeah, I could get in trouble.
Chocolates. I don't know. Like treating yourself a little bit.
I'm not a big so like I'm a big federal holidays we celebrate guy, to be honest. So like I do a little something for people on Valentine's Day, but nothing crazy for people as if I got multiple for but you know what I mean? Like I do a little something for people on Valentine's Day if the opportunity presents itself. What about you?
I got family in town. So it's actually my brother-in-law's birthday. So he's going to be like having a few hours to himself while I watch his kids and whatnot. So it'll be good. Family in town, a lot of great hoops. Monday off, which is nice. So yeah, man, I'm not doing a ton.
Does everybody have Monday off?
I got Monday off. Do you have Monday off? President's Day.
Oh, it's President's Day? I didn't know that. Salute. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Monday off. Fellas, expected tea time from me on Monday, so it might be a short morning after on Monday. I didn't know we had Monday off. Let's get to the so I didn't tell JK Subi was going to be on. This was straight up like I surprised everybody. Subi, they want you in the Discord more, by the way.
Yeah, I should probably hop in there a lot more. And a lot of people were looking for me in the chat after Arizona lost. Yeah. Not ducking, not running. I just didn't get the invite, which is totally fine. But I'm always accountable here to talk about it. I'll tell you what, man. If the more people get to know me, they'll realize like I'm actually a huge pessimistic Arizona fan. Like season's over now.
We had a fun run.
We were exposed. No, I mean, look, that game was a ton of fun, and credit Bill Self, who's a demon, and Kansas at home. I'm looking forward to Arizona getting back off the mat against Texas Tech, which is going to be another great game.
Well, Akil, what type are you meaning?
I'm wondering if...
Don't answer that, Akil. Don't answer that.
Well, so hang on. Akil is an Indian name, I think. So I'm wondering if he's asking me what type of Indian I am. I'm South Indian. Unless he's asking me religion.
Akil's Indian?
Yeah, see? Asking as an Indian, by the way.
Interesting. Interesting, Akil. We'll dissect that another time. Pickle Rick says, did you guys hear Jerome Tang saying none of his players deserve to wear the uniform?
Dude, it's off the rails. I'm all about accountability. Him and Rodney Terry are like, yeah, man, just give them the jobs. Let them run with it. And they had both of them went to the Elite Eight, I think. Rodney Terry's no longer at Texas, and K-State's just getting their doors blown off every other game at home.
Akil, you never told me you're half Indian, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. You told me you're black. That's where I was just confused for a second. Like, that's all. I didn't know it was half. Where's Kerala? Oh, South India. India is like the biggest country in the world, right?
I mean, it's massive.
Or like the most populated?
Twice. I actually don't know the statistics. There's a reason why I'm here talking college basketball is because I'm a pretty whitewashed Indian guy, to be honest with you.
Okay, Luxury Lettuce gives everybody serial killer nicknames, by the way, Subi. So like just know you're tapped in now that you got one. We won't say it on here, but that's like basically like welcome to the program. Like you're locked in for life now.
It's very kind. I feel good. Thank you.
It's very good. Pickle said, he said they don't deserve to wear the uniform, and then said, "Don't worry, practice 6 a.m." Listen, I'll tell you what, man. This is why the kid can never go very far in life. If you told me I don't deserve to wear your uniform and then said be somewhere at 6 a.m., I'd tell you keep the uniform. Simple as that. Like, it's as simple as that.
What did you say to me the other day when we were talking about like corporate lingo, under promise, over deliver?
Oh yeah, that's what I do, man.
No. You said you did the other.
Oh yeah, I
you
overpromise,
under deliver.
Oh yeah, that's all I do.
So that kind of goes in this same vein of, Deion, you guys stunk. Take the jersey off. I'll see you at 6 a.m. It's like, well, hold on now.
Well, no. Here you go. Here's the jersey. Like, see yourself at 6 a.m., buddy. Like, you don't want me in the uniform. That's fine. I promise I'm not. If you don't want me wearing it at 6 p.m., I ain't wearing it at 6 a.m. either. Like, it's as simple as that.
Do you know what Tang's? Sorry, my bad. I was just gonna ask. Does anyone know what Tang's buyout is? That's not something that I like crazy concern myself with, so I don't know the actual figure, but it's big, isn't it?
Let's see. AI got me 18.67 million if terminated without cause before April 30th. It's only 4.4 if they can survive till 2030, though.
2030.
Yeah, so it looks like it decreases like a couple million a year.
You think he either turns it around or they're like, whatever, let's just go to hell for about 4 more years?
I mean, I think India is number 2 behind China for population. That's knowledge by me, by the way, just throwing that out there. I got one of my, he's not one of my employees, but an employee for like partnering company I work with is doing like a figure your life out trip in India, and it sounds sick. Honestly, it's a country I've always wanted to go to. And to be honest with you, there's not many countries I really want to go to. So for it to be on the list, that actually means something, because more often than not, my buddies are not even just countries. My buddies will be like, yo, like, do you want to go to like South Carolina? And I'm like, why would I do that? Like, I already live in a beautiful place. Why would I pay money to go and sleep in a worse bed?
That's a good way of putting it. India is terrific for if you're looking for like a spiritual awakening, for sure. I just have a lot of family there. There's a lot of I get to split time between family and also doing recreational things. It is a blast. But yeah, Deion, being from the Bay Area, nothing funnier, dude. This past couple weeks when people are just like, oh, you know what? Bay Area is actually not too shabby. Bro, it's pretty nice. I'm like, oh, yeah.
They're sitting here like, yo, this is like nicer than I thought. Like, what? Like, bro, you live in Minnesota. Like, give me a break, dog.
I love Chicago. That's where I live. But I'm over here freezing my tail off watching Drake May in 75-degree weather. Beautiful weather. I'll tell you what, I did figure it'd be a little colder. Like is that unseasonably warm for?
Honestly, this is the coldest winter we've had. Like, this is literally the coldest winter we've had in years.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm probably golfing, and this is how I determine winters. I'm probably golfing every other week. Most winters, it's like maybe there's a week here where it's super rainy and I can't play, but normally it's like full go. I normally root for the winter because I don't like the heat. And so the winter means it's like 50, 60 degrees, which is sick for me. I throw a hoodie on and I'm fine.
Yeah. I mean, look, I will say I understand the appeal of the Bay Area. It's not I personally wouldn't live there. It's not for the reasons a lot of people like to throw out. I just don't like going up all them hills. I don't know. Like, it's a little crowded for my liking, but it's not to say like it's dirty or gross or anything like that. Like, it's beautiful. I've been to Dolores Park. I've been to all the man. What Ike's sandwiches. I used to love Ike's sandwiches in the Bay Area, dude. Yeah. So, it was just so funny to me seeing people being like, you know what? Maybe they should have the Super Bowl in Northern California a few more times.
Honestly, Subi, speaking of like trips, and we can't really speak on it, but I am excited about the potential meetup you and I are going to have here in a little bit.
So I know what you're alluding to, but I can tell you that It's funny you mentioned South Carolina. I have a wedding Final Four weekend in Charleston. Disaster, dude.
Yeah. Whose wedding is that?
It's a good friend of mine.
He might need to be cut off. Like, let's just be.
Dude, a couple weeks prior to that, I'm going to be in North Carolina at Pinehurst because it's another friend's bachelor party. So I'll be honest with you. You can hit up Greg and Cart. I'm putting them in a bad position because fans are going to be like, how are you going to employ this guy when he's not going to be 100% dedicated watching the first games and like possibly the Final Four? I get that. So I apologize. But all that to say, Deion, I don't know if we're going to be able to connect. And can I just say something, man?
Yeah.
Nothing infuriates me more than the football hardos that are like, don't you dare schedule anything in the fall because I got to watch Alabama versus Toledo in week 0 or whatever the hell it is. I got to watch that game. Meanwhile, what happens, Deion, is people are like, oh my God, okay, I won't schedule anything in the fall. So March looks pretty good. And everyone's like, yeah, nothing's going on during March. And I'm like, now you're messing with my NCAA tournament, which is way more valuable than these nonsensical football games.
Man. It does suck. So many people want the spring weddings because of like weather reasons, but like I'm good. Especially out here. I'm definitely good. Riley had to move spots mid-pod. Why did he have to move spots mid-podcast, Pickle Rick? Why was he so bad about that? And then Subi, they said, what are your thoughts on Caden Pierce committing to Purdue today over Duke, UConn, and Gonzaga?
Did that happen?
I don't know. I also don't think Caden Pierce is good for what it's worth. I want to get ahead of that.
I saw our boy Hammer was with him in person. Did that actually happen? Because isn't Pickle Rick a huge Purdue fan?
He's a huge Purdue fan, yeah. Caden didn't tweet anything.
Is he trying to lead us right now?
I think he's my dog Kyrie Walker visited Maryland yesterday. Oh, we're here.
He did 25. I don't know if I necessarily have a. First of all, I need to confirm Caden Pierce's.
I don't think he committed yet.
All right. No, I swear. Oh, all right.
There's nothing about him actually committing.
I don't disprove the.
I mean, maybe he will commit. Maybe he's about. Oh, he's supposed to commit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good, but I mean, why not? He's not bad either.
I mean, I like anyone who goes into paint system. He was on that team that beat Arizona, wasn't he?
The Princeton team, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, he was.
So look, man, he's played in high leverage games. He's been to a Sweet 16, right? Like that experience matters.
Bigger Rick said, I mean, Duke usually knows how. I do agree with that. He doesn't play at Duke though. Like let's just call a spade a spade. He would be committing to Duke to get an education, not to be on a basketball court. There's no way Caden Pierce gets burned at Duke.
Yeah, I don't know. Like lineups change and shift so much. I thought like Langston Love, right? You want to talk about committing to a academic power that's also, I don't want to say a good basketball school. They stink now, but Georgetown definitely has a great academic pedigree. You'd be like, yeah, Langston Love's going to be awesome in that system. He can't get any burn at all. He can't play at all, man. And it's like tale of two Baylor guards that transferred, right? Langston Love and now Rob Wright.
Yeah.
Obviously Rob Wright's balling and BYU has deeper pockets than Georgetown, but
food.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Wright is food, man.
Okay. Caden Pierce was a freshman when they beat Arizona, but he didn't play that well. Really? I don't know. It seemed like everyone on Princeton played that well. Played pretty well that game.
I mean, honest with you, I really don't know that I think Caden Pierce has ever really played well. Like he's one of them guys. Like I say this, like rappers that retire early, smart. You get out the game, everybody thinks you're a legend because you had like one good album. Caden Pierce, like he hit the portal early, so like now he's the best player in the portal. He hits the portal in April. I think people like are chilling off Caden Pierce for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think Michigan trips up at the end and makes this a 5 to 6 team race? I'm assuming they're talking about the Big Ten.
Yeah, Duke's not counting, right? So let's see. So UCLA at home, the Daimara revenge game, possibly. At Purdue.
At Purdue.
Could probably see a loss there, right?
I mean, it'd be fun for G. Well, I guess it wouldn't be fun for G.
I don't know. Like that's tough because neither of those teams are moving me a ton. Purdue just puked on themselves. They did end up beating Nebraska, but puked away a huge lead, and then Michigan had to claw back against Northwestern. Now, let me rephrase that. I do like both of those teams, so I shouldn't say neither of them move me, but their last 2 games out, probably not their best performances. Duke, I think Duke is tremendous. And at MSG, man, that's going to be that's an awesome game. They'll win at Minnesota. What did they say? Lose what? They lose trips up at the end.
Yeah, they're 2 games up, though. That's the thing.
They could lose, man. So they could lose at Purdue at Illinois. I think they could beat Michigan State at home. I think Iowa should get like whatever the equivalent of the season death penalty is for losing to Maryland.
Bryce said, "Will Purdue Michigan be your first time at Mackey? It's gonna be my first time in the state, brother. Forget an arena."
Wait, you're going to that game?
Me and G are going to Purdue Michigan. Yeah,
that's incredible, man.
And then we're going to Michigan Illinois on the 27th. If you want to come,
that is so cool. I'll tell you what, they're pretty equidistant, West Lafayette and Champaign. I'm pretty sure.
Like how close they are to each other?
Yeah, I think it's about like I know it's because I drive to Cincinnati all the time, so that's driving through Indiana and West Lafayette. It's about I'm pretty sure it's like a 2.5 hour drive from Chicago to basically Purdue. That's going to be amazing though, dude.
It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. I'm excited for the Michigan Illinois game just slightly more because I think that one could be for the title. Mackey's fun. I think Champaign. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But I feel like Champaign on a Friday is going to be a little bit more popping than West Lafayette on a Tuesday. Did you watch Lance Braden Fletch Grady play 2K the other night? I didn't, but I did follow Braden on Twitch. That way I can watch the next one because Cart said they're cussing up a storm and Payne probably had a heart attack.
Have you seen that? I don't know. Maybe this is me aging myself. Have you seen that TikTok that's gone viral of like this guy who's imitating his immigrant father, coming in the room at 2 a.m. when his sons are playing PlayStation 2 loud? I was like, what? I don't want to actually I'm going to get canceled or I'm going to get in trouble for trying to say it. But he's basically like, what happens if I take that PlayStation and shove it up your, you know what? Have you seen that? Yeah. That's what I figured Paint's doing. He's like, what comes into the room with all those guys? Like, what happens if I take this whatever and shove it up your ass?
They for sure are only doing that after a win.
Yeah.
For sure only doing that after a win. Coda says, I'm officially done with Hubert. Who would you like to see the Heels go after when he's fired after the season? I don't think he's getting fired after the season, but if he is fired,
Kim English.
I'd like to see Todd Golden. I think Todd Golden's an interesting one because I think like Riley tried to convince me at some point that Tommy Lloyd would be interested in the job, and Subi subsequently convinced me he wouldn't be. And I told Riley I'm done with him lying to me about stuff like this. So I think I would go. I think Todd Golden makes, like, if you're going to go big game hunting, Todd Golden to me is the one that, like, I think you could sweat. Because for as good as he's built like teams at Florida, I think it's really hard for him to build like contenders at Florida still.
So I don't know. Like I just don't know enough about Carolina as a program. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't know what it's like to operate at a blue blood level coaching search. Like they're not a blue blood whatsoever, but they are close to being a top 10 program in the entire country. Maybe they are.
I think they are personally, but that's a West Coast thing. I mean, I can tell you, like, growing up in the Bay, there was no bigger programs than North Carolina, Arizona, UCLA. Those were like the big three.
They only have one championship. But the point that I'm making is, like, there's clear cut blue bloods. So when I go through a coaching search, right, it's a little different than what Carolina fans might want, which is to say, do they want like a Carolina guy, or do they want, like you mentioned, just the biggest, baddest number one head coach out there? Like, you'd think UNC could have the pick of the litter. It just, I don't know what their fans' criteria really is for this next guy. It's interesting. Like, I've really only known Carolina growing up with three head coaches, like Matt Doherty, Roy Williams, and now Hubert Davis, for the most part. Like, that's my age range of watching college hoops.
Yeah, I think for me it's just Roy and Hubert, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm a little older than you.
Is Sleepers doing a Clemson versus Duke preview? J-Man and Riley are on that. I just checked the schedule for you. I don't know, like, their timing on that stuff, to be honest with you, but I know they're signed up for it.
Yep. I was talking to J-Man. He's going to be in the building.
Really?
J-Man,
he's like credentialed though.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he's not Riley credentialed, where Riley's credentialed and doesn't go to the games. Like J-Man's credentialed and goes.
He was thinking about going to MSG for the Duke Michigan game if he gets credentialed. Yeah, I hope he does.
I hope he does too. I would recommend he does, and I think that one's going to be belt. You think Jay Wright would come out of retirement? Not for UNC. If Jay Wright came out of retirement, it'd be like the fixed Nova, I think.
My overall thought process on coming out of retirement is we should stop glorifying it and instead start shaming it. Like, go be with your family. Jay Wright, you have done everything you need to do and more in this sport. Why would you, like, everyone's like, oh, it's the competitive juices. It's what's making them great. I'm like, it's also what makes them a huge loser. Like, do you know how cushy of a job it is to come out every March and talk college hoops with 2 national titles under your belt?
Yeah.
Just be with your family, man. And the reason I say that is this past season, when everyone's lauding and loving Pete Carroll, like throwing passes, coming out of retirement, all for what? To have the worst record in the league, to get the first overall draft pick that you're not going to be able to develop, and get your ass canned. Like, we should be pointing and laughing at Pete Carroll, being like, you should have stayed home and chilled, man.
But he also did a service to the Raiders because he got him Clint Kubiak and Fernando Mendoza. So in a weird way, it kind of like worked out. But also, like, wait, is Jay Wright 47? Oh, no, Andy's saying he's 47. My bad. I was
no, he looks it.
College b-ball gambler, Purdue doesn't have a shot to win the Big Ten. I'm sorry. J-Man and Riley Duke UNC recap was an absolute gem. I completely agree. I thought it was special. Patrick Ngangba might be out. I'm never going to try to say his last name again. Pat might be out tonight for Duke, or might be out tomorrow for Duke. I don't think it matters. Clemson stinks.
You think so? I mean, that loss to Virginia Tech wasn't great.
The Clemson one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I think they stink, though.
I think they're bad. I don't like the coach. So you and I agree with your retirement take, by the way. Here's one of my like hottest takes in the world. I feel this way about guys that should have went to the NBA and didn't, but I also feel this way. If you are a college coach at Clemson and you're offered a massive job and you say no, soft.
You think so? I don't know, man. Like, we've talked about our quote unquote shortcomings as humans. You overpromising, under-delivering. When people are like, get out of your comfort zone, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty damn comfortable here. Like, if I'm Brad Brownell, if I can win 20 plus games, every 20 or so games every single year, I am good. At Clemson, those are the expectations and the standards. Brad Brownell is not going anywhere unless he puts up real stinker seasons, man. So if Carolina comes calling, I don't know. I'd almost be like, Brad, reach your Sweet 16 Sweet. I mean, he went to the Elite Eight, but like Sweet 16, Elite Eight ceiling. Keep cashing those checks. Live in the shadow of Clemson football, despite the fact that they stink now.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
They made the Elite Eight last year? When did they make the Elite Eight? A
couple years ago, they beat Arizona and LA.
Because they got smoked last year by the boombox kid, right?
Amir Khan, McNeese State. Yeah, dude, Clemson put up like 15 first half points.
Yeah, I was on McNeese money line.
Box kid. That's crazy.
I was on McNeese money line because Maybach Willie's my guy. And I was like, there's no way Brad Brownell is beating Will Wade and Amir Khan. No shot. The boombox kid's for sure gonna win. I do agree with the retirement take though. If you did all you could. I think honestly, I'm not saying I plan on retiring anytime soon, but in my 9 to 5, I tell people all the time, like, I can do my job, but I don't think I can do anything more than I've done. Like, I think I've given everything I have. Like, I'm a program manager. I run programs. I think I've taken the programs as far as I can. Hopefully it's forever good enough, right? But like Brad Brownell has a ceiling and he's comfortable with that ceiling at Clemson and he's hit it. I think in my 9 to 5, I've hit my ceiling, right? Like when it comes time to retire, I feel like you can retire saying you've done all you can.
Yeah. But I also look at these legendary coaches, right? Like Jay Wright is arguably the GOAT of, I don't know, the late 2020s or like 2010 onward.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll say Mount Rushmore of that little era. Okay. Is Jay Wright a Mount Rushmore coach from 2000 on? Like you got K. Probably Roy.
Jay. Billy Donovan.
Okay, we got one more.
Probably Jay Wright. No, Bill Self.
Yeah. I mean, they both have the same amount though, right? They both have 2.
But Self's feels different, though. I don't know why.
I feel like Novus feels different.
So to me, Jay Wright has the highest ceiling of any coach since 2000. Like, those are the best teams, like, maybe besides, like, some of Cal's Kentucky teams. Cal's probably a Mount Rushmore.
Cal, damn.
Yeah. Cal's probably a Mount Rushmore guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good question.
He's right there, though.
For sure.
My guy Rick Pitino too.
Since 2000?
Listen, he's a few transgressions away from maybe 3 or 4.
I think he's a Mount Rushmore coach of all time, but that also takes into account like 87 Final Four Providence, all that stuff.
Well, I count 2012 still.
Yeah, oh no, for sure. Me too.
Like that, they could take that one away all they want. The games were still played.
Oh yeah, and the feelings were still had. Is the point, man? Cheat all you want. You think that's going to change how kids are partying?
Listen, man, they've been investigating DeAndre Ayton and Tommy Lloyd for a decade. DeAndre Ayton's on his 3rd or 4th contract at this point. Like, I don't care. I didn't care in the moment, and I don't care now. Like, you told me Tommy Lloyd gave him $500,000. I'd be, well, he got $150 million, so who cares? Who cares?
Nothing funnier than 2017 when that stuff dropped and everyone's like, the bedrock of college basketball is shattering beneath us. And here we are with Rick Pitino having a top 25 team. Sean Miller's in the SEC.
Oh, that's right. It was Sean Miller. My bad.
That's fine. I don't care. Everyone's pretty much A-okay.
Yeah.
But now the issue, Deion, is that we got 25-year-olds taking official visits.
Yeah. You mean to tell me number 1 overall pick? Ooh, I want Bruce Pearl at UNC. Actually,
that ain't bad.
Is he Mount Rushmore? No, right?
No.
But he ain't far off.
You got to win one.
Yeah, he's got to win one. But I feel like he's probably the best coach of the 2000s not to win.
I actually think you could argue. Yeah. But I think you could also put a guy like Sean Miller on there too. But yes, I mean, 2 Final Fours with freaking Auburn. That's crazy.
And I still remember that Memphis, Tennessee game when they were 1-2, like in 2009, maybe like 2009. It was right before Cal left, and it was like Memphis, Tennessee rivalries back, and then Cal left.
Yeah.
So rivalry is dead. But that game was special, though. Game was special.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and look, Vandy's. Yeah, Mark Few. That's a great.
I'm anti-Mark Few, though. Gonna be honest. Schedule merchant.
Forgot about Mark Few. You're
Schedule
absolutely
merchant.
right.
I'm a St. Mary's guy. I'm not a Gonzaga guy.
You know who's? I mean, speaking of, because whenever Gonzaga gets brought up, I also think of UCLA because they own UCLA in the tournament. But like Ben Howland in the early 2000s had himself a run in a squad with Russell Westbrook and Kelvin Sampson, of course.
Yeah, man.
Payne's only been to one Final Four though, man. Like,
yeah, I think the Payne stuff's a little recency bias, if I'm being completely honest with you.
So if that means kick Sean Miller out, totally fine, because he's never been to the Final Four. But like, we're talking about dudes like Few, who I would put Rick Barnes and Painter somewhere similar. And Matt Painter got the better of Rick Barnes en route to a Final Four. Actually, Rick Barnes does have a Final Four. What am I saying? But very recently, Painter got the slight edge on Barnes en route to a Final Four because he had the 2-time friggin' National Player of the Year. Edey was insane that game.
Pickle Rick said, why does Carter think Paint doesn't cuss? Those are the movie things Purdue releases. He's always cussing in those because Carter and I haven't watched those unless G tells us we have to for a topic, most likely. I'd rather watch Braden play on Twitch than watch the Purdue movie thing. Respectfully. He did develop Braden and Zach. Listen, Paint's great. I'm not saying he isn't, but I think when we discuss 2000 to 2025, I think there's a lot of bad like in there too. You know what I mean? Like when we discuss like Ben Howland, it's like that dude had a run where like Subi was saying, like I think UCLA was one of the best teams in the country for like a 4 or 5 year span. Kevin Love, Russ, Darren Collison, right? Luke Mbamute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the list goes on and on, right? Like there was a run there from UCLA that I don't think Purdue's had that same level run yet for him to really be in that combo.
I agree. But I will give credit to the comment section for keeping us honest. Like we did forget Kelvin Sampson and Mark Few, like those guys for sure.
Didn't Kelvin Sampson cheat though?
I don't give it. We just said we don't give a shit. I certainly don't.
Fickle Rick said, why is it that Ralph can watch Purdue beat a top 10 team on the road coming off the worst stress of the year and still come away feeling worse about them? I'm not saying I agree with Ralph, but I did say this on here yesterday, actually. To me, it is problematic that like the Nebraska game was a big one for Purdue. I think if where we were discussing Purdue preseason is where Michigan and Arizona are now, and I don't think Arizona beating Nebraska on a random Wednesday would be a big deal for them at the moment. So I don't agree. I think I did come away feeling better about Purdue, but I can understand the notion of like, how did we get here?
I wonder if it's the fashion in which they won. Like maybe Ralph would have felt better about them had they completed the comprehensive victory when they were up double digits, dominating, as opposed to letting go of the rope and having to gut it out in overtime.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like you'd have to ask him.
Oh, to say you felt better about them the 5 games prior is wild. Yeah, it's a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's my dog.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know he said that too. That's my dog, Ralph. So no slander of Ralph will be had, but that is a little nuts, Ralph. I'll shoot you a text.
Tweet at him, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not his proxy.
I might have to shoot Ralph a text and be like, "Hey, brother, you felt better after the Minnesota game."
I love Ralph, dude. That's Ralph. The greatest part about Brian is that like he probably could convince me.
Oh, yeah.
Of his thought process, and I'd be like, all right, yeah, sure.
Ralph is who, by the way, like everybody's been throwing the Cohen Carr thing back in my face. Ralph was the one that convinced me first. Him and Riley, by the way, no two people. I don't know if it's the North Carolina thing. Riley's might be like the Bible. I don't know. No two people have been able to convince me of worse takes than those two. And they just have me on here. Absolutely. Riley had me on here talking about, I've heard Tommy Lloyd wants the North Carolina job. Arizona fans ripped me. And now they're 23-1. And then Ralph got me. I heard Ralph say it. I said, you know what, Ralph? Like, yeah, Cohen could be a lotto pick.
They're good convincers for sure.
Oh, I mean, they're really good at their jobs.
For sure. Yes, that's correct.
Last one we'll do. Seth says Houston versus Purdue rematch in March. Who you got?
Houston.
Me too. In a route, respectfully. We'll be back Monday. Subi, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you. Thank you for doing the Arizona Texas Tech. I keep saying recap. I'm so sorry. Preview with me this morning. I hope everybody has a good weekend, good 3-day weekend. Watch a lot of college hoops. We will be back on Monday.